Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Messages from your spiritual team. All right, so what do they need you to know right now? Let's go. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. They just showed me a basketball. And a jersey. Whoa. A red jersey. There might be some white or a white, but basically they're showing me a basketball, a jersey that's either red or white. Okay. That might not be for everyone. Okay, wow. We've got nothing but cups. Nothing but cups here. Okay. What does your spiritual team need you to know right now? Queen of Chalices. Five of Chalices, the Lovers. I feel like a relationship is okay. I feel like a relationship has been lost here. Five of Chalices and Queen of Chalices. So, but then we have the Lovers. So I feel like you could have separated from a person or from something that you love. And there's regret there. It seems like it's not something you actually wanted to do. With the Lovers, it seems like it was something aligned for you that is, aligned with you, but something happened to where you had to part with it. Let's take a look into that. Why this Five of Chalices? Hold on. Discovery. So are you telling them to go back to this person or thing or not? Do they go back, yes or no? Let it go. Okay. They have spoken. Let it go. Okay. And it seems like there's, you're not allowing yourself to be free because you're holding on to it. So let's backtrack here. So Spirit is letting me know that you have lost either a relationship, a friendship, or just something you love. This could be, it could be a feminine energy, one that was nurturing and loving. Doesn't have to be that, but it seems like you parted ways with that and you're holding on to it. I do feel like the separation came from somebody having to learn more about themselves. They wanted to change their ways, do better, or just practice something different. So I don't feel like I'm not sensing any kind of drama or anything like that. It just seems like there's something this person or you that has to do, and so that's what the separation is for. I feel like there's intuitive guidance here. We got the full moon, and just with the heart chakra opened up, it just seems like maybe even this person had to just practice opening up their heart more. If they weren't as nurturing as they could be, there could have been a block there. Five of Chalices, that, that they just needed to take care of. Like, ultimately, I just see somebody who needed to take care of something, or just needed to go and part and just kind of do their own discovery. Like, this is really the most important part here that I'm getting right here, is that they needed to do their own discovery. And so, like I said, in case it needs to be said again, I'm not seeing any kind of drama. I'm not seeing any kind of intention to cause harm or anything like that. It just seems like this is something they needed to take care of. Okay. And something that was in alignment for them. But take the energy how it resonates. This could be you that I'm referring to, who stepped away, who needed to take care of yourself, or it could have been that person. But at the end of the day, it's something that they needed to do. It was aligned. But Spirit is communicating that this is something that could use some releasing, that could allow you to be more free, and open to more possibility, the Lovers, right? So sometimes we align with people, we meet people when we're at a certain energy level, where we have certain focuses in life, intentions and things like that. But as we grow and develop discovery, and we learn more about ourselves, then we're able to change our minds and be like, you know what, that no longer resonates with me. I'm going to be going along this path. And it's just a natural part of being a soul, a spirit, is discovery. Literally, if you think about it in a bigger sense, we're all here to discover. Okay. So I really just, I'm not trying to downplay any feelings of regret or loss that you're having. Those are definitely real feelings. But Spirit is just trying to let you know, like, it's natural. So anyways, so here's the message, let it go, be free, because then you're actually going to be open to more possibilities. So here's an example. Let's say you were dating somebody and you guys broke up and separated. It's going to be challenging to actually let the universe know that you're open to the next person, or open to somebody else, if you're still in this Five of Chalices, trying to hold on or thinking about what you lost. Because somebody who's still in this state isn't going to be like on the apps. They're not going to be out trying to look for anybody or anything like that. They're probably going to be cuddled up at home, eating ice cream and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so once you're done with whatever you need to do for Five of Cups, whatever you need to do to release and really just kind of open yourself back up, then the universe is like, okay, then you're letting us know that you're ready. You're shifting your energy to be able to let us know, okay, we can go ahead and send this person your way. You know what I'm saying? Because if they send somebody to you and you're not ready, you're not going to see the connection, the possibility, if that makes sense. Well, we do have Three of Chalices here. So I feel like this is a message of, instead of focusing on, what was, just kind of taking a minute to focus on what is. And then Nine of Chalices right underneath that, which is, look at this person. He's sitting here watching the sunset and he has everything he needs. And Two of Wands. So he sat here. He's looking at the sunset. He feels good. He's all right. He's warmed up. He's enjoying the view with himself. He doesn't need anybody else there. And then Two of Wands. Okay, now that he just had this enjoyable moment, he's ready to set out and embark on a new journey. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, there's a message here of you kind of in this Five of Chalices space. Part of it could be because, of course, you could be carrying remorse, guilt, regret, things like that. Or you could be carrying those things because you feel like you hurt the other person and, you didn't want to hurt them. You didn't want things to end up the way that they did. So I definitely see somebody just, not really okay with how things parted. Okay, is there anything else? Let's see. Let's pull this card. Normally I do this at the end, but I want to see. Message for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, hold on a second. I do see that somebody, if this isn't about a relationship and is more about just something you love that you gave up, I do feel like this message is coming through for whoever that person is as well. Like there could be something you gave up unrelated to a person. And you're kind of, I just feel like you're kind of being a little bit hard on yourself about it. Let's keep going. Hold on, actually, let's clarify this Lovers before we move on. Clarify the Lovers. Feed the future. Yep, that's what I've been saying. So basically, open yourself up to possibilities. And let me show you guys this card. Sorry. I think it's pretty cool. And snakes are a symbol of transformation, okay? Transition. They grow and they shed their skin the bigger they get, right? And so the shedding process, you know what? So the shedding process, as far as I know, because I had a ball python before, she would shed for at least like 15 days. And so what happens was she would come out, drink her water and stuff. But then once her shedding process began, she wouldn't really come out anymore. And she would hermit down until she was ready to pull off her skin. Right? So this is essentially what I'm saying, where it's like, if you're going to eat your tub of ice cream, or you're going to hermit into your bedroom, or, whatever your process is. But once you get through that, please just make sure that you're pulling it, you're doing the let it go part. Okay, you're not stuck in your shedding process. Okay, so just make sure you're not skipping that step, and that you're letting the universe know that you're open to possibilities with this Lovers. Okay, and there's a quick message here with the Lovers. This is the number 6, and 6. It's giving me 6 of Cups more so, like they just showed me in my mind. And so 6 of Cups can be about reminiscing, thinking of memories that were happy and hopeful and things like that. And so there's a difference between remembering something and being grateful for it versus completely living in the past, right? So that's something Spirit wants to call to your attention of it's okay to think about the good times and what you had and things like that, but just make sure you're not staying there. Okay, now let's get your last card. Whoa, empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Pull that dead skin off. Pull it off and unfold my true radiant self, dear Lord. Okay? So, thank you for tuning in. Good luck on your journey. Take care.